This garden spot, I pushed it off probably 45 years ago, I guess, close to it. And it wasn't nothing but just red clay. As you can see right here on this bank, just as red as it can be. And you see in the side ditch here. Well, I started putting sawdust and buckwheat, you name it, and winter rye, clover, and everything. And it was cloddy and is all get out, but the last couple years, like I said, I've planted winter rye and red clover and buckwheat through the years, and I've got the soil in pretty good condition now. And I sent off a soil sample, never did that, and it came back that all I needed was some nitrogen, but I hadn't put any nitrogen on it. And I think my wife may have put a little fertilizer around these cucumbers, but the potatoes or anything hadn't had anything done to them. And but I'm gonna continue this fall, plant a cover crop, and I'm just thankful that the soil has got as good as it has. So just showing you a little bit of, it just takes a long time to get a good garden spot if you start from scratch with just red clay with no topsoil. And this fall, I'm going to take these trees down. They're overhanging the garden, and let it. I usually get my morning sun in this direction, so that'll help maybe a little bit. So we'll see what happens this fall. I don't have a real big garden this year, but got a couple rows of potatoes, and got a row of squash here, half a row. Got some cucumbers coming up. We got some little squashes forming here. You can see them in there. So, look like I got loaded of bloom, so we'll have squashes running at our ears here for long. And we got a new recipe for squash cornbread. Never heard of that before, and our neighbor gave it to us, so we're gonna try that out here one evening. And got some tomatoes and peppers and stuff. And I haven't put any fertilizer on the potatoes. All this is organic. Last year I didn't plant a garden. I let it what you'd say rest, and I planted the red clover and rye on it. And so probably all this is all we're going to plant this year. And so I'm going to take and get me some. We got one row of another little old row of potatoes coming up here, and one little row of Indian corn, which I don't know how it's going to do with just one row. But I'm going to take and plant the rest of it in red clover and rye, and so help put some nitrogen and organic matter back in. 40-year-old, or over 40-year-old Troybuilt tiller. Got a Kohler engine on it. It's still got the original spark plug in it. I've never put a belt on it. I have put one set of tines on it. You can see the paint still on the spark plug right here. And it hadn't been cranked since last year, and it fired up on probably about the 8th or 10th pull. So these things were the best back in the day, and maybe they still are today. I'm not sure for a small garden like this, but I got the healer attachment on it for healing up my potatoes, and so it's been a good one. So and still is a good one. So I hope you fellas enjoyed this. Thanks for watching.